Okay, so we're in my girlfriend's friend's Mazda 3. I told her that I would take a look at it. The front right headlights out, just little things. Needs a cabin air filter. It's gonna throw in some new wipers. But the car looks like a pile of shit. I'll edit that out. So what I'm gonna do is clean the whole interior, clean up the dash. The rims are covered in brake dust. They look terrible. Let me show you a quick tour. She does not take care of her car. As you can see, there's just seats are stained. I will show you how to get stains out. I have a really good cleaner that I've found, works amazing on this stuff. But yeah, it's just a filthy car. That's the rims. We're gonna polish the headlights up a little bit. It's hard to tell, but the headlights are really, there's a lot of crud caked into them. So that's the one I actually polished. This is the even dirtier one. So I'll show you how to clean those headlights up. And it's got a little dent there. I'm not really gonna do anything about that now, but we're gonna buff the whole car up. Not really sure why. It's the Mazda 3. It doesn't really matter. It's a piece of crap, but just so she's a lawyer, so just so she's got a decent car to drive around in and look respectable. So yeah, so that's what we're doing today. I just stopped at the Amazon to get. I just stopped at AutoZone to get the wipers and the headlights. And the cabin air filter, but the line was just ridiculously long. I've learned that the easiest way to buy parts, surprisingly, is through Amazon, and it's also the cheapest way. I've had a few AutoZones price match for Amazon, but honestly, everything I found, it's always cheaper on Amazon. If it's a last minute thing, try to get a price match when you're at AutoZone or Amazon, but other than that, you're stuck paying the extra price if you're doing it last minute. I'm gonna try to go to another AutoZone because this one's too busy. We'll hit up the other one and see if I can get a price match on the headlight and the wipers. Okay, so I got the Bosch wipers and the Sylvania, the yellow, brightest you can get besides the Z. It's right below the ZXE ones that are like almost $40 on Amazon. Anyway, AutoZone, Advanced Auto doesn't price match with Amazon. It price matches with any other box retailers. So I quickly looked up on Walmart's website. They had the Bosch wipers for $16.63 each, and they were selling it for $24 each. So they reduced that. The Sylvania lights, they were charging $51 for two. I found it on Walmart's website for $32. It's on Amazon for $28, but hey, I needed the taillights. I needed the headlights, so whatever. I paid an extra $4 more than I needed to. Usually, and just throw it in the cart, pay the $100, and at home not even realize I could have just saved all that money. So just a little note. Driving to the car wash now just to clean the car up. Okay, clean the rims a little bit. I gotta clean them better when I get home. So now we're gonna vacuum this. So I'm cleaning this car because my girlfriend's friend's kind of upset with me, because I kind of keep blowing her off on doing things, just because I'm lazy, don't really want to do things. So I told her I'd clean her car for a while now, so I'm finally just doing it. Her car is so disgusting. Anyway, so I'm gonna put a decent amount of effort into this. I got her new wipers, like I said, I got her new wipers, new headlights, bulbs, and really that's pretty much it. I wanted to get a cabin air filter, but apparently to take the cabin air filter out of this thing, you gotta take this off, glove box comes down, and you gotta undo a bunch of bolts. It's not hard, it's just time-consuming amount of things, and I only have today to do it, so I'll do that some other day. But oh God, shut up. But yeah, so I'm just gonna vacuum it up, and then I'll show you guys how much of a difference that carpet cleaner makes on all these corners here. So I found this battery. Looks like it's exploded. It was inside of her BlackBerry, and I popped the cover off the BlackBerry and it's bulging out. Luckily it didn't explode or anything, catch on fire. She got really lucky. Okay, I just want to show you guys how gross this seat is. As you can see, there's stains up close, and there's also bigger stains if you zoom back a little bit. And I'll show you how well this stuff gets it out. See if I can angle the camera down onto it again. Again, this is going to be dark, and it's going to look like it's kind of got it dirtier, but it's actually just because it's wet. Areas where you see it's not really going away, give it some more, a little bit more. I'm gonna hit it again with the brush. And just pick up the excess. I don't know if you can see, but there's still the coffee stain here. So we got the stain off of this chair. I'm gonna put that back. Don't worry if this is a little wet. This will all dry up. Just since it's winter, the humidity's low anyway. All you gotta do is put the heat on in the car for a little while, like 10-15 minutes. Run the car, put the heat on, and it'll dry it up pretty good. I mean, we're not soaking these, just the surface, spraying it on the surface. So it's not like we have a lot of moisture to get rid of. Down. Nice mist. Grab your brush. Start working that in. Okay, so we're gonna clean up these seats next. This is what they look like now, and show you what they look like after. Okay, take a look at that after shot. It's like brand new. Stuff's awesome. So what you want to do is there's a little boot that I took off already. You take try to get a good angle here. So you're gonna take this clip off. What you have to do is you push in really hard and pull up and up and in this
clip will... God damn, this is such a pain in the ass, this clip. Everybody online complains about it. Okay, you might think when you pull these out, you might think you got the wrong size, like I did, but actually this piece actually holds the bulb in place. So the boot fits around here. That's why they have this extension, so for the boot to slide onto this. I'm trying to find the passenger side one, and I think I might have lost it because I pulled it out at at AutoZone, and I tried to find it, but I couldn't find it. I'm gonna look a little bit more, but if I can't, then I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make the connections work. I think I have butt connectors or something I can use. But anyway, just letting you know so you don't have to go through the same thing I did. I thought I got the wrong size plug, but it's actually just sits inside of this plastic housing. See if I can get it apart and show you. Just like that, it sits inside that plastic housing. So you got to keep this black part. You got to keep this piece and put your new bulbs in them. Alright, I'll let you know what I figure out. Okay, so what I ended up doing is making little makeshift connectors. Soldered them all together so they're fine. They're not half-assed, but yep, so that's what I used, just a transition between the two connectors. I had the male and female ends. Now I'm just going to stick it in and hook it back up and put the boot on. I put a couple of windings of tape around here, went a couple of turns, just so the center of the boot could have a nice snug fit, and that's it. Okay, I got the lights in. So you can see this side was really easy. The other side's where I had to make that makeshift thing. This is only temporary, and once I get the piece back, once I find a new one or buy a new one, I'll fix that. But for now, oh, that's good. Started snowing here. Okay, so what I've learned is if you get a fine Brillo pad, all those marks that you can't get off, even if you use interior cleaner or whatever you use, the ones you can't get off, you just give it a light, spray some interior detailer. Now you don't want to scratch anything. That's why you get the really fine one. But what you do is you give it a nice little, very lightly buff it, and there's enough there just to get it off. You don't need to press hard at all, and it doesn't damage your surfaces or anything. It's just so much easier to clean. So you just give it a nice light buff. It gets all the little black marks off. It's a neat little trick. I saw it from someone else. People do it on the windshields as well. Again, you nice and lightly go over it. It kind of exfoliates it, sort of. It works well on plastics. I wouldn't recommend it on leather. I actually wouldn't do it at all on leather. Definitely not good for leather. But anyway, you do that, and you can see how it sort of just brings it right back to new again. And then you put some nice protectant, good UV protectant on there, and should last you a very long time. I'm using Meguiar's detailer here, interior detailer, but then I have the really good stuff for UV protectant. Very expensive, not very expensive, but not the cheap crap. There you go. So that stuff's fantastic for interiors. So I'm going to do the rest of these doors. This is sort of what they look like beforehand. I can show you a really good demo would be this center console, which is disgusting. So I'll do that now, and I'll show you how good of a job this thing does.
The interior detailer is just for lubrication purposes, doesn't really do much. So you can see how, I mean, I was using everything to try to get this off before with just a paper towel, and it wouldn't come off. Oh, the seat's back. So we can get some working room here. And yeah, it just does such a good job. To quote Donald Trump, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. And again, it doesn't damage anything. It's as long as you don't go too, as long as you don't go too crazy with it. Shouldn't. Look at that. Are you kidding me? That's like a night and day difference. She's gonna be so surprised. Where your hand marks are, I'm gonna get all this. Watch what happens if I just wipe that down. Not really much. Still there. Now, wet it again. Hit it with the pad. Look at how it just breaks it up. Honestly, I'm not even pressing hard at all. I'm barely even putting any force on this. So anyway, I'm gonna finish the rest of the car and then I'll show you what it looks like after. Alright, gotta take a look at it. What do you think?
So clean.
See the rims?
So hard. Oh wow, yeah, I do see a really big difference.
Are you blind?
I know, you don't even need to open the door for that.
The rims, you said.
Yeah.
This whole thing is the rim. You don't see shininess.
That's what I said. I said, yeah, I see a big difference.
But you open the door like you
No,
do
I was
light.
opening the door to see the seats. Oh my god.
You like them?
It smells so good.
Look at the actual door themselves. Look clean.
Yeah. Are all the leaves gone?
These doors look clean.
Oh wow, yeah.
Remember how disgusting they were?
You did this in the cold?
Disgusting fingerprints everywhere. Look how nice the dash is.
Oh my god. You did this all in the cold?
Look at your lights, both work. See your both
Are you
lights
recording this?
Also,
Are you recording
your wipers just sloshed water around, didn't do shit. And you were out of windshield washer fluid. So go and spray the wipers. See how much you like them.
Is this a video?
Just do it. Good. Spray them.
Woo!
Is it clear?
It's so clear.
No, really, spray it.
I did.
No, spray it a lot.
Don't waste it.
Spray it a lot.
She's never gonna refill
No, really,
that.
thing is full. See how it just clears it right away? It doesn't move it around. Babe, when it was snowing and it was like...
I know.
No, I was...
Auntie's car is like that. Her windshield
I
wipers are shit.
I sprayed it and it was just like moving the water
All
around.
the leaves are gone.
Blind. Yeah, and you had so many leaves in the.
You missed the
I
spot.
didn't clean your trunk.
Yeah, I got it.
Because I didn't know what you want me to throw out or not. But what I did spray down is here. You had a shit ton of leaves all in here.
Okay, can you not record my trunk?
But anyway, there's some extra washer
Is your
fluid
doll
in there
there?
for
What do
you.
you do with it?
Oh what?
The doll?
I have the doll.
Alright, anyway, I wasn't able to do the full
Yeah,
outside.
yeah.
I wasn't able to finish the whole
Can I
outside.
record this part?
Yeah, of course, Mom.
We're not fighting anymore. Good job.
Fail. I don't
We're
even-
not fighting anymore.
So,
This is what it looks like after her
welcome.
car gets cleaned.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Everybody who calls my car a piece of shit is not anymore.
For anybody that calls your car a piece of shit, there's the camera. Because it's not. Bye, Felicia.
I didn't get to take a full video of the rims. This is what it looks like after. Got all the brake dust and shit off. What? Cleaned up all that. Inside. All clean.
So clean.
Looks like a new car on the inside.
How much do I have to pay
Yeah,
you for
it
the
does.
services?
Alright, so she's parking her car now. Wish I had better low light camera, but I don't. Oh no, no, no! Relax. Trying to run the damn curve over? You're gonna park it here?